Hello and welcome back to the 3600. Today we have episode 3, and what we have on the menu is all of the Marvel movies before Iron Man. Now, as we're all aware, the modern day MCU was started by the Iron Man movie in 2008, I believe. But today we're going way back. We're going back to the days when questionable movies.
We are going back to the time of fax machines and no smartphones. And whatever they had. Did they have pagers back then?
I don't know, you tell me.
I don't know.
So we're going all the way back to The Punisher in 1989.
1989.
1989. Wow.
The Punisher.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Dolph Lundgren's Punisher.
Love him. Dolph Lundgren is my favourite person in the world, and I really want him to retweet us. So I'm just going to bombard him with tweets and see if I can get him to just click that retweet button.
And I'm straightly okay with that. Do you know how he actually started off in movies?
Not a clue.
Apparently, the guy's a genius. He has a doctorate in science or something like that, and he was doing martial arts as well. But he was actually the bodyguard for Grace Jones, and she was filming on Roger Moore's James Bond: A View to a Kill.
Okay.
That's weird. I know it is.
Yeah.
It gets weirder. She was filming a scene where Christopher Walken's bad guy character and her were meeting the KGB.
Okay.
And they had an agent in the KGB just to stand there do nothing. But the fella they had didn't show up or didn't work out.
Okay.
And they saw Dolph Lundgren and they asked him would he stand in. So he's in the movie, he doesn't say anything. He just kind of looks and pulls out a gun and that's it. He doesn't say anything. And that's how he started in movies. And a year later, he was in Rocky IV.
If he dies, he dies.
Exactly.
That was the most iconic quote I can remember from my childhood.
Yeah. So that's how he got his. That's how he started acting, and he's been going strong ever since.
All praise Dolph Lundgren. Awesome guy.
Awesome.
All round awesome guy.
Awesome. My life could be more like Dolph. If I could be more like Dolph Lundgren in my life,
yeah.
I'd nail it. It would be awesome. Everything would come up on.
You'd need about 3 foot and about 200 pounds of solid muscle.
Yeah, I have the protein order. Do you not see the tubs of them outside the door?
Anyway, The Punisher 1989. Walk me through it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we'll just take a train through this one because
put a hatchet to that movie.
Only thing that this resembles from the Punisher character is the name.
Yeah, Frank,
or the Punisher. Basically, what happens is Frank's castle, his family is killed.
Yep.
And it takes kind of place about 5 years after that.
Okay.
And the Punisher has been up and running, and he's left a trail of bodies. Typical Punisher behind about 125 criminals to be precise.
Exact, yeah.
And nobody knows who the Punisher is or anything like that. But it's a very 80s movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, very 80s movie within the action. He doesn't wear the skull on the t-shirt. He has a motorbike. They're kind of he goes after mobsters, and the Yakuza is in it.
Oh, it's not an 80s movie without the Yakuza. It's
not an 80s movie without the Yakuza, but kind of the talking as well is very is it monotone? It's like, I've been waiting for 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
Or where are the drugs being kept? Or do you know this kind of thing? Like it's very cringeworthy to watch it.
Yeah.
Very cringeworthy to watch it now. But yeah, look, it's your typical 80s movie. Frank Castle teams up with this detective.
Jake Berkowitz.
I think Jake Berkowitz is his name. But teams up with him. They go after the Yakuza, try to take down a drugs ring. Basically, himself and the detective form this alliance, and to try to take down, I think, Lady Tanaka is
of the Yakuza
is the bad woman in it. But yeah, it's like
It's a train wreck.
yeah,
But in a good way.
but we purposely left out one movie before this. We didn't take the time traveling train back as far as Howard the Duck, because that's like the what you rate all bad movies against.
Yeah, I could probably make a better movie than that.
Yeah, so we said we'd miss that one and we'd go on to this one. This one barely made the list, and I think it's only because Dolph Lundgren is in it.
Yeah.
Is the only
He's
reason.
going to be really pissed that you keep getting his name wrong.
I didn't. I pronounced it right.
Dolph Lundgren.
What did I say?
Lundrum or something. He's never going to retweet us if you don't get his name right.
If he retweets us, I'll start pronouncing it properly.
Oh, challenge.
Challenge.
We're challenging Dolph Lundgren now, is it? That's what we've come to. We've got 3 episodes on a podcast and we're already challenging the elite.
Yes.
I love it.
Thanks for pointing out my flaws in pronunciation.
Look, somebody has to do it. That's what I'm here for.
That's good. Glad.
The train wreck of a movie? Would you recommend it to anybody?
No. No, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Dolph.
I'm sorry, Dolph.
But
Please
it's a no
don't.
from us.
Please don't kill me.
No, I mean, he could probably kill me. I wouldn't be too...
Look, he started much better stuff.
Yeah.
It's just... Look, it's classic 80s. Leave your brain outside the door. Don't expect too much.
Much like the Fast and Furious franchise.
Pretty much.
Shots fired.
Shots fired there. At us. At us, everybody in the comments. I dare you.
It sucks.
Yeah, but the next one... You have not seen this, and I have.
Oh, I seen clips.
I showed you the trailer for this.
Oh, God.
Now, this is on TV.
Mm.
One late night when I couldn't sleep. And oh my god, it's Captain America.
Yep.
From 1990.
God damn it.
Now, Matt Salinger plays Captain America. Do you know who his father was?
Not a clue.
His father was J.D. Salinger. I'm holding a copy in my hand of The Catcher in the Rye, written by J.D. Salinger. Have you read it?
No.
You need to read it. Very good book. It's on the top 100 must-read English novels. Very good. Set back in the 1950s, I think. I can't remember.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. And it's all about teenage angst and rebellion, and there's use of, there's profanity in it.
I love profanity.
What sexuality was like back in the 50s and the 60s, but yeah, mostly brilliant novel. Unfortunately, Matt let Dad down with this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should have just taken the money from that book and just never done anything.
It's a weird one. It starts off with he wakes up in from the ice after World War II. Typical. And it's really bad. It's like there's a secret society about that know about Captain America,
right.
And the President of the United States is a member of this secret society. It's really bad. The outfit is like they painted lycra onto him and stuff like that. There's a scene where the president helps him out. The president's captured. He rescues. The president helps Captain America, and it's just cringeworthy. He just goes, "Mr. President," and sticks up the middle, the thumb as if like, and then the president sticks up his thumb at him, and it's like, oh my god. The Red Skull is the bad guy in it.
Yep.
But he has an Italian accent.
Is he not German?
Oh yeah, he's German, but he has an Italian accent. There's it's really bad. There's a plot about rockets and taking over the world, and they kidnap the president, and it's
basically American patriotism at its finest.
1990s TV movie patriotism.
Yeah.
It's it's not a patch on Chris Evans.
No. No, definitely not.
But
maybe, right? In Endgame, they time travel back to 1990.
And Matt Salinger's Captain America shows up.
Exactly. Now there's something I would not like to see.
No, that would be me walking out of the cinema.
Yeah,
right
I just get up and be like,
that's it. I am done. You have ruined comic book movies for me. Good day, sir.
Keep the money. I don't want it back.
But
Poor movie.
we're going to plow through these ones fairly quickly until we get to the better known ones.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of Fantastic Four?
Kind of.
Did you like...
The comics are better.
Yes. Did you like any of the movies? Did you like the last one? I did not see it. It was like Fan Four Stick because the 4 was in the center, so I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Was it like Fan Four Stick or was it
Fan Four Stick 4?
Fantastic Four? Fan Four Stick? Or yeah, that was... I didn't see it. I didn't have to see it, but
I heard it was tragic.
Yeah.
I was gonna watch it, but
what would you say if I told you there was a TV movie filmed
okay,
but never released, and it's worse than Fan Four Stick?
that would be a stretch, but that happened.
Funny enough, it is. And this one is as sucky as it sounds.
Okay.
This one was filmed.
Yep.
Never released.
This was the one that they just filmed because they had to keep the rights.
I think they had to keep the rights.
Okay.
I've heard different stories. The majority of it is it was filmed so that they could hold on to the rights. Others said that they filmed it and it was so goddamn bad
that they
it was never released.
So they gave it that's the story they told. We just needed to make it to keep the rights. So we never intended on
pretty much. You can watch the trailer for this on YouTube, and I can't keep a straight face while talking about it. The thing that looks like a turd, a walking turd. It's really, really bad. It's like those commercials back when you were young, toy commercials, and they'd have a lad dressed up in some god awful outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's literally that. Doom is the bad guy in it. It looked like he got his costume from Pound City or a 99-cent store or Euro 2. Is that brand name store?
The €2 store.
The €2 store.
And if you are listening from the €2 store, if you want to sponsor us, we'd be fine with that.
At the meantime, we're still being sponsored by caffeine.
Yeah.
I have not had the generic energy drink today, just the 3 shots of espresso. But yeah, it's really bad. Watch the trailer on YouTube. There's a scene where they get married, Richard Reeves and Sue Storm.
Okay.
And the car drives off, and in the trailer you see the limousine drive off.
Yeah.
And it's like this big arm sticking out the sunroof.
Oh God.
And it's just waving, but it's like somebody just put like a pole and a bit of like a rubber glove on the top.
Glued his hand, yeah.
And it's just like going from side to side, but it's like, it's awful. The Johnny Stormer, the Human Torch, looks like he's animated. It's like a cartoon for the flight thing. And the sound on it on the trailer from listening to what Doom is saying, you can't hear it. It's all muffly and stuff like that.
Could you imagine, right? Let's just say, like the years. So when Iron Man was released in 2008, I would have been 15, 16? Probably 16, 17 maybe, yeah. If I was that age watching those movies, I would have never even come close to staying with the whole comic book verse.
Yeah, but the thing is, back like in 94, for the Fantastic Four, you already had Batman, Tim Burton's Batman, and Batman Returns.
True.
Which were good. But I think most of these bad ones from the 90s was due to Marvel having problems, and they sold off a lot of the film rights.
A lot of money problems.
A lot of money problems. Even still, I think there's James Cameron had an idea to film a Spider-Man movie with Orion back in the early 90s.
Right. With
Leonardo DiCaprio as Spider-Man.
Oh, God. Maybe
But
he would have won an
just-
Oscar as Spider-Man.
It would be your typical James Cameron movie. It involved a love scene on top of the Brooklyn Bridge, I think, was one of the things that was going to feature in it. And I don't know who the bad guy was, but just be thankful.
James Cameron was the bad guy.
But yeah, just be thankful you dodged the bullet on that one. But
So Fantastic Four gets a no.
Fantastic Four gets a no.
Fantastic Four in 1994.
Fantastic
Although
Four,
all of them gets a no.
I think
for
all
me.
of them at this stage, unless they can get into the Marvel MCU. That's the
Speaking
only-
of that, though, right? I would like to see John Krasinski and Emily Blunt play Sue Storm and Reed Richards.
John
Krasinski from The Office.
He was actually.
He was in Jack Ryan.
Yeah. Is that any good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Is it worth paying for Amazon Prime?
No, nothing's worth paying for Amazon Prime.
Fair enough then.
It's terrible.
But I think he was also in line, or he was one of the guys that were considering for Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think more suited to the Fantastic Four role.
Yeah.
I don't know who did get to play the other guys, but it's not that important. Human Torch sucks.
At us at the comments.
I'm just gonna piss everybody off.
Now, what if I told you, or if I said to you,
Yeah.
Nick Fury? What's the first thing that comes into your head?
I'm sick of these motherfucking snakes. Samuel L. Jackson.
What if I said that there was another Nick Fury
I heard about this, but I didn't want to believe it.
played by David Hasselhoff of Baywatch fame
And Knight Rider.
and Knight Rider? I actually liked Knight Rider.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
They tried to remake it and it was god awful.
I didn't see that.
Don't. They made the one series and it was Val Kilmer did the voice of Kit in the remake. That's a bit of useless information for today.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Nick Fury.
David Hasselhoff is Nick Fury. It's a TV movie.
Yeah. I'm like most of these.
I think everything after this now it gets a theatrical release. But
Good.
it was written by David S. Goyer
Ooh.
of the Dark Knight trilogy writer. He helped the Nolans write it.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately did some of the DC Extended Universe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he wrote this. Shame on him for writing this.
Yeah.
It's as bad as it sounds.
Sounds terrible.
Basically, Nick Fury has retired, and he's brought back because Hydra has come back. But basically, it's the children of Hydra, or the children of Baron von Stucker.
Oh, what a guy.
And they're have taken over the terrorism organization. The bad guy's name, I think, is Viper. And basically, they threaten to destroy America with a virus. So they have to bring David the Hasselhoff out of retirement. There's no Baywatch, I'll be there for you music or something. I think that if they had a scene like that,
Yeah, it would have been better.
it would have been better.
Yeah.
If they just had that music playing in the background for the entire movie.
You just
It
have
would have
David
been better.
Hasselhoff driving the car in Knight Rider up
Yeah.
a beach. Then it might have been a bit better with an eye patch on.
Yeah, he has an eye patch, and it's as bad as it sounds. It's typical 90s TV show, like my electronic lockpick, I thought I had that on my other eye patch, when he gets captured or something stupid like that.
Ugh.
But
Cringy.
yeah, it's hard to think that this came from the same guy that helped write the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
So, other than that, there's not much else in it. Sandra Hess plays and Viper, or Mrs. Strucker, or Strucker's child. You wouldn't know anybody else in it really. I think it's still serving time in TV movie prison for crimes against entertainment.
It should have got the electric chair.
Yeah.
It sounds horrific.
Oh, it is. You can get bits of it on YouTube. But yeah, it's really bad.
Wouldn't recommend it ever.
Do not recommend it to anybody.
So that's a no as well?
But that's a no. But the same year as that came out in 1998.
Okay.
The same year that came out was Blade.
Ooh, Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes was perfect for this role.
Yeah.
And I think this started the modern Marvel comic book movies.
Yeah, I'd agree.
It's R-rated. We have the DVD box right here in front of us. It's 18s. The DVD has a review on the front from The Sun.
Oh, God.
And the Daily Star.
Oh, God.
So The Sun says fast, full stop, funky, full stop, fun, full stop, and fantastic.
Oh, that's tragic.
That's bad. Then
what else would you expect from The Sun?
The Daily Star has a rousing, rip-roaring blaze of trills.
Yeah, and those two newspapers can go suck.
On the back, it's like it's bloody brilliant. Snipes is sensational, then it goes ... extraordinary effects from the news of the world. That's the same crowd that owns The Sun.
Yeah, that's suspicious, but they're not even a newspaper anymore, isn't that right?
They're gone. Maxim has top notch. Neon, never heard of Neon, whatever that is. Humor, guns, high acting, set pieces, and a techno soundtrack. Wow. This is weird. They actually have 2 reviews on the back.
Okay.
From Neon. Because it goes, Neon said has the one that I just read out.
Yeah.
And then it goes from the Sunday Mirror, enough blood to refloat the Titanic. The Titanic was the big movie the year before, everybody. And then it goes, excellent, Neon.
Nobody even knows who they are, and they got 2 reviews on the back of the box.
Then it goes, genuine thrilling from Blast. Then impressive visual effects from Time Out. So if anybody knows what Neon was back in 1998, please write in the comments.
What happened to Neon? We need to know.
But yeah, look, Chris Christopherson's in this as well. He plays Whistler.
Yeah.
And it's good. It was directed by Stephen Norrington, who went on sadly to direct a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Less said about that, the better. But this is his better work.
Blade was good.
Yeah, it's typical 90s action. Some of the special effects now look a bit dated, especially when he cuts Stephen Dwarf's character in half and the blood all kind of blotchy and comes together. It looks like really bad. But at the time it was brilliant. I remember at school everybody was talking about this movie and talking about the soundtrack. That soundtrack was techno, was a big thing back then.
Yeah, but I was 5, so I wouldn't know. I don't think I would have been allowed to watch Blade.
No, I don't think so. But
I watched it when I was like 12.
I was actually doing my junior cert back then.
In
1998. I think I was.
If there was ever a time to cut something out of the podcast. And with that, would you recommend Blade?
Right now, at the moment?
Somebody who's...
Yeah, look, it's good.
So it's the first one that gets a tick.
It's the first one that gets a tick. It's a bit dated, special effects wise, but other than that, it's good. It's a good movie. It's solid. It's gory. It keeps the 18 kind of tribe going and stuff like that.
Vampire hunters, all that sort of good stuff.
Yeah, I'd have been, I think, 14 back then.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's junior age.
Well, I finished school when I was 16. I turned 17 a week after.
Oh, same as me.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I finished my leaving cert at the age of 16, and I think it was about a couple of days later I turned 17.
And you're still not old enough to see Blade.
I'm still not old enough to see Blade. So it would have been, 14 for leaving cert, I reckon. But yeah, that was the big thing. All the lads had to see it. Just don't go by the reviews. It was back at a time where you tried to get so many comments or good comments on your poster or your DVD box, and nobody would pick it up. But definitely recommend it. We'll be talking about the other 2 sequels later on. But the next one we had to wait was 4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
It's like a World
4
Cup.
years wait for Spider-Man. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
Yep. I loved it.
Did you?
At the time, yeah.
Did you like the organic web shooters that they did?
No.
Right.
No. That was silly.
Did you read the comic book where they introduced they kind of how they were going to introduce the organic web shooters?
It's like the spider thing.
This is really bad.
He gets a giant spider.
He gets basically the short version. I'm going to keep this short, and you're going to say he's definitely had too much caffeine. But this is the truth. He gets kissed by the bad guy woman. She kisses him.
Right.
And he turns into a giant spider.
Lovely.
And
Nothing better.
he dies.
He dies. Fair bit.
And out of this corpse of the giant spider bursts out a fully grown Peter Parker.
Tobey Maguire, Peter Parker.
Yes, with organic web shooters.
Weird.
He's naked, by the way, when he comes out. So just picture that. It's
No,
an image
no,
of
no,
the comic version, Peter Parker naked with organic web shooters. They even have a little bit of white organic web fluid. It's as bad as what this is. This was terrible. This was really, really bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad they retconned it.
Yep.
But yes, this actually happened. Spider-Man gave birth to himself.
Yeah.
When he turned into a giant spider.
Yeah, and you wonder why people call us nerds.
And the bad guy just walked off. She just walked off once the big
She
spider
just finished,
died.
like, she's
Yeah,
gone.
it was like, what was they like? They wrote an entire comic badly just to give him organic web shooters.
Yeah.
But the movie was good. It's they have that iconic kiss scene.
Yep, the hanging upside down thing.
William Dafoe is in it.
Willem Dafoe.
The one person who would be who's genuinely born to play the Joker.
Yeah. Okay.
Just picture that. Do you know that creepy smile he has in it?
Yeah, that's weird.
So he plays the Green Goblin. Bruce Campbell appears in it. Bruce Campbell from Walking Dead fame. Not Walking Dead. The Evil Dead. And Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Yeah,
he plays the wrestler announcer in it. And he pops up in the other two films as well. But yeah, look, at the time, this was a big thing. And they were all talking about it.
The Spider-Man movie?
The Spider-Man movie.
The first two grossed 100 million in the box office.
But yeah, it was good. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
But it was yeah, it is what it is. It's of its time, and it was it's successful enough to spawn 2 sequels.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So then we only had to wait a year, and we got 2 movies.
Wait. Would you give Spider-Man a tick?
I'd give Spider-Man a tick.
Yeah, Spider-Man gets ticks or 2.
Well,
2 in a row.
We're just doing good and bad. Yeah, good and bad. Yeah, we'll give it a tick.
We'll give it a tick.
We'll give it a tick for a good one and a minus for a bad one.
Yeah. All the first part of it is
all bad. So the first part before 98 is minus.
Just the whole thing.
Daredevil. Not the Netflix Daredevil.
Batfleck Daredevil.
And
Jennifer Garner.
2003.
2003.
We have the DVD box here right in front of us. I even got the soundtrack.
The soundtrack to Daredevil?
Yeah,
what was on it?
The soundtrack. They had... oh wait, I forgot one.
What'd you forget?
I forgot one.
A
I
movie?
forgot Blade 2.
Blade 2.
Blade 2.
Wesley's back.
Wesley's back. Wesley is back, and this time it is directed by Guillermo.
That was horrible.
The guy that directed the fishy bestiality movie. Shape of Water.
Never seen it.
Yeah. What's his name?
Let me see. We have the box here.
We actually have the DVD in front of us. It's a weird shaped DVD box. It's like a double
it's like
DVD
a video
box. Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. Yes. So he directed this.
Yep. The front cover is awesome.
Yeah. There's no reviews on the front cover. There's nothing to say what newspapers saw of it.
What about neon?
There's no neon on it, and there's no reviews on the back. So all it has is Wesley Snipes Blade 2, and it has the tagline: "Last time he fought against his sworn enemies. This time he will fight with them."
Oh, damn.
So basically what happens in this one is the vampires are trying to find a cure to make them all daywalkers like Blade.
Yep.
And it goes horribly wrong. And they create a generic off-breed kind of vampires. The ones where their jaws open up completely. Kind of opens up like a sideways, and like there's extra teeth and like a hugger kind of kisser thing. Yeah. So Ron Perlman is also in this as well.
Hellboy fame.
Of Hellboy fame, yes. He plays a bad guy.
Of course he does. He plays a bad guy in everything.
But he's not a bad guy in Hellboy.
Yeah, okay. So I probably shouldn't have said that right after I made that point. Yeah, but he's a bad guy in Sons of Anarchy.
But this is a good one. A good movie. It gets a tick for me.
It's a tick.
There is enough action to keep it going. Whistler kind of comes back in it, but Blade also has a sidekick in it, and the sidekick is now famous for playing the Walking Dead. It's Daryl. Is there a Daryl? I don't watch The Walking Dead. He looks scruffy,
Norman
and all the girls like him. Yeah.
Was Norman Reedus actually in Blade 2? I don't remember.
Norman Reedus is in Blade 2.
Savage.
He explodes in it.
Awesome.
Blade explodes him.
Yeah.
So,
I can't picture it. I remember seeing it, but I can't picture it.
Yeah, he's in it. He looks like he does from Walking Dead. Like
he's just the same person.
Just the same person. Yeah, it's good. It's a thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
There's more money behind it as well.
Yeah, because it's probably around the time where people started realizing what Marvel has to offer as a franchise. And
back then, all these movies were standalone.
Yeah.
So they could do what they wanted.
True.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a good scene in the tunnel where Blade just goes like, "You have no idea who you were fucking with."
F words.
F words, and he's just shooting everything around him like. So it's good. Then that was all that came out in 2002.
2002, yeah.
Then we have 2003, and we have Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
Yes, Daredevil.
And this is as bad as it sounds.
Yeah, this was... When I first heard that they were throwing Daredevil at the Marvel or the Netflix show on, I was kind of like, oh, I can't go through that again. I like the idea of Daredevil, but after seeing that movie, I was like, oh, never. No, I was like, that sucked. I hated it.
Yeah.
So it's already getting a minus for me.
Oh, definitely, it's a minus for me.
Yeah.
There was a whole subplot as well that was cut out of this. The rapper Coolio,
Gangster's Paradise.
Exactly, was meant to be.
He was also in Big Brother.
Really?
Yeah.
He had filmed scenes for this.
Okay.
And it was they were all cut out. Apparently they were in the director's cut of it. The director's cut is better. This one is terrible. There's a fight in the playground between Elektra, and she fights a blind man in public. You know, they're going up and down on seesaws while they're fighting. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
And then to be fair, I actually like Jennifer Garner in it. I've always actually liked the character Elektra. To be fair, she kind of got a bit annoying in the Daredevil and the Netflix show, but she was good. Colin Farrell
plays an
Bullseye.
Irish bullseye.
An Irish bullseye.
Yeah, with a bullseye
Carved
branded
into his head.
Into his head.
Right on his forehead.
Yeah.
And he's bald.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And he's like, I missed. I never miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. They give him a long leather jacket as well, rather than having a stupid suit on.
Yeah.
Michael Duncan Clark plays the Kingpin,
From the Green Mile.
the Green Mile, and
Yeah.
sadly he's no longer with us.
Who's an awesome actor.
Very good actor. But yeah, this one is a minus for me.
Yeah.
The only thing good that came out of this movie was Evanescence had 2 songs on the soundtrack. They had Bring Me to Life and My Immortal.
I don't know. I only know one of them. I only know the song everybody else knows.
The Calling also had a song on the soundtrack.
No idea.
Yeah. It's very kind of punky, angry music as well. The majority of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a minus.
That's a minus for me.
Yeah. On the cover, Jennifer Garner looks like the girl that plays Sarah Lance in the Arrowverse.
Oh, Katie Cassidy.
Yeah,
Yeah, she actually does. Yeah. And the suit, Ben Affleck's suit it's a leather suit, a red leather suit. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, we're really behind this whole hashtag Save Daredevil movement, but
yeah,
just with Charlie Cox as Daredevil.
Unfortunately, Ben Affleck, hashtag not my Daredevil.
Yeah, hashtag nobody's Daredevil.
Yeah. Also, we had a Hulk movie this year in 2003.
Hulk smash.
This was I think I didn't fall asleep watching this in the movies.
Okay.
At cinema, I nearly did though. I know people that did. This just went on and on and on and on.
And then on again.
And on. It started Eric Bana.
Yep.
Played Bruce Banner.
Yep.
Nick Nolte played his father.
Mm-hmm.
You had Jennifer Connelly play Betsy Ross. And is it Sam Shepard that played General Ross?
Thunderbolt. Yeah. Maybe.
Thunderbolt Ross. No, he was good in it.
Yeah.
But this was directed by Anne Lee. Sam Elliott. Sam Shepard is somebody else.
Okay.
Sam Elliott
Some
played,
other unrelated guy.
Sam Elliott played General Ross. This was directed by Anne Lee.
Okay.
Now, when I say Anne Lee, comic book movies isn't the first thing that comes to mind.
Nope.
Does this weird thing as well where he's filming, you're watching a scene and instead of doing a split screen, it'll be like they'll split it into a comic book panel. Like you're reading a comic book. But it doesn't. If I had to say one thing about this, boring.
Lou Ferrigno was in it.
Lou Ferrigno makes a cameo with
Buddy
with Stanley. They come out and they're just talking for a few minutes. But this is a minus. Avoid it.
It's a minus.
This is definitely a minus. If you watched it, you'd know.
Nah, it isn't. I hated it.
You watched it?
Yeah, I hated it. I just wanted to see what you'd say first.
It's really, really bad. Like it
had a big budget.
Had a big budget. It took about an hour and something before anything really happened in it.
Although it doubled. It made double of what they paid for it. So they had a budget of 120
I asked for my money back.
Did you?
Yeah. They just laughed at me.
Yeah, I would laugh at you as well. Yeah.
But yeah. No.
$245.4 million US dollars.
Jeez. Yeah.
It's amazing what people will pay for these
It
things.
It is exactly amazing.
So on the Hulk, we are saying?
We're saying minus.
Cool.
Can I go -2?
-2. I wrote that down. I've written that down on the page.
So.
-2 for the Hulk.
2004.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. Brilliant. I think the best Spider-Man movie before Homecoming.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's on par. Not on par. Slightly off.
Yeah. Well balanced. You had Dr. Octavius.
Yep.
You had Harry Osborn. Kind of finding out that Spider-Man killed his daddy, or following on from the first one and stuff like that. William Dafoe makes an appearance. Towards the end, which are kind of the first time you'd have seen that in a comic book movie where they had people coming back just to make a small little teaser and stuff like that. And
do you know my favorite scene in that whole movie is Okay, apart from like the comic book nerd side, is I watch a lot of Joe Rogan podcast, and Joey Diaz is a comedian on it.
Yeah.
And I recently rewatched the Spider-Man movie, and there's the train scene. Joey Diaz stands in front of the other guys on the train, and he says something, but it's overdubbed with something that he says from his comedy shows. In the clip that I seen, it's just the best. Joey Diaz is the best. It just overshadows the whole movie. It's brilliant. But yeah, no, I remembered him from I had it in my notes. Joey Diaz, talk about him. So I was like, yeah, he's awesome. Yeah. Have you ever seen him before?
No.
Maybe he's not your type of comedy, but he's just funny. But he's in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, well, Spider-Man 2 is brilliant. They even referenced it in the Spider-Man PS4 games, on the subway.
Yeah.
And he's shooting it out, and he goes, "It worked the last time." Yeah. Which I thought was very good. But yeah, it was very well done.
A really old Aunt May.
Really old Aunt May.
Must
you don't have a young, hot-looking one like Marissa Tomei now. But yeah, it captured what the comic books were about, how he struggles, everything isn't perfect for him. So it nailed it on the head.
James Franco is in it.
James Franco is in it.
Harry Osborn.
As Harry Osborn.
Yeah.
You had as Dr. Octavius, and I think he was brilliant as Dr. Octavius.
Alfred Molina.
Alfred Molina, yeah.
Good guy.
Very good guy. Good actor. Very good. But yeah, this gets a tick plus from me.
So
definitely
tick
something.
2.
Tick 2. Definitely to watch it.
Written that down.
But that's good. Then you also had that year The Punisher. Tom Jane Punisher. The Punisher. We actually have the DVD box here. Tom Jane and John Travolta.
John Travolta sucks.
There is no reviews on the box.
Neon has really died. Yeah. While you talk about that sucky Punisher movie, I'm gonna look up what happened to Neon.
You have yeah. So on the box you have the tagline: "There is no justice, there is only revenge." And then weird on the back it has "Live by your own rules."
Ooh.
Found that a bit strange, but yeah, John Travolta is the bad guy in it. It's marked here as 18s. I did not think it was an 18s movie. I thought the violence was a bit tame in it. Not a lot happens on it.
I remember seeing it when I was younger, and it was just odd. I never really.
It was very odd.
I think I rewatched it maybe 4 or 5 years ago again, and it still did really nothing. It's placed firmly outside.
Yeah,
anything.
It's kind of if you have a Saturday afternoon and you're bored out of your mind, it'll kill the hour and a half.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Tom Jane was actually signed on to play the Punisher in Punisher Warzone.
Okay.
But he didn't like the way the script was going and stuff was going, so he dropped out of it. But look, it's not the worst. Can I give it an indifferent mark?
Yeah, well, kind of.
Because that's honestly how I feel. There are bits of it that's good. There is actually a tie-in video game, which is a lot better. Now they have violence in it, but in order to get around the rating system, all the violence, the gory kind of violence, is done in black and white.
Oh yeah, they do that in wrestling as well. When somebody cuts themselves, when they're showing it on before the watershed, like you get hit with a chair shot or something, and then their head is bleeding, but it's just all black and white.
So then there is one other movie that came out this year. We mentioned the guy before, but this time he directed it. It's our friend David S. Goyer.
Ooh,
he directed Blade Trinity,
or
what I call Blade and Friends.
Blade and Friends.
So you have Wesley Snipes, and you also have Ryan Reynolds in it, and Jessica Biel. And Jessica Biel is Whistler's daughter. estranged daughter or
Estranged.
but yeah, this was very bad.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of stuff that Wesley Snipes would only communicate with David S. Goyer through post-its
Yeah, didn't
and spent most of the time in his trailer smoking stuff.
didn't he? I may be wrong with this, but didn't he accuse David Goyer of racism?
I heard that story.
That's a
as
thing,
well.
isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what played out after that. But
I don't know.
just
There was a
remember
lot
hearing
of
that.
back and forth and stuff like that.
Seemed like a very hostile set.
A very hostile set. He refused to film some of the stuff, so
Yeah.
a lot of stuff was a body double and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
But,
remember hearing that.
yeah, they had him fight Dracula.
Yeah.
It was that bad. It's as bad as it sounds.
Yeah, it didn't do well.
No.
It was badly received by critics.
Yeah,
and
and
the
rightly
box
so.
office. Yeah, probably.
And if they could get the Blade back, Wesley Snipes back to do another Blade, better script, and without friends,
Yeah.
it would be very. It would be good.
Yeah, I wouldn't be up for a Wesley Snipes Blade trilogy, but we could definitely do one movie.
Just one movie on its own, and it'd be perfect. But for me, it's minus.
It's a no for me.
It's a no for me.
Yeah, it's a no for me too.
So, but then the next one, Jennifer Gardner's back.
Yes.
Electra.
Electra's back.
Now I think
Nachos.
they tried to do an extended universe
Yeah.
back in 2005, and they were going to leave with Daredevil, and then Jennifer Gardner's Electra. I have the Blu-ray DVD case here.
Mm-hmm.
There is a review at the back of it.
Is it from Neon?
No, it's
Oh,
not.
damn
It's
it.
from the News of the World.
Oh, Jesus.
Just about the sexiest superhero film of all time. I think they were watching the wrong movie.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
What sort of a review is that?
No, this is terrible. It has the tagline on the cover. She's all that stands between good and evil.
Yeah.
But I think the less we speak about this, the better. It's a minus for me.
Definitely a minus. I
it-
don't think
it
that
was-
movie could have
it
even
was,
done
It
anything.
was weird.
Yeah.
And yeah, very, very, very weird.
And we'll just...
Didn't make
it's
any
amazing the
sense.
way it got to Blu-ray.
Yeah. But yeah,
Less said about that one.
less said about that one.
The better.
We also have another one,
Yep.
and this one is Fantastic Four.
Yes. The one with Chris Evans.
Chris
The
Evans,
one with Captain America.
Captain America,
As-
and Jessica Alba
Yeah.
as Sue Storm.
Yeah, yeah.
It made enough money
Yeah, it did okay.
to get a sequel.
Yeah.
There is a review on the back of the DVD box.
It's not by Neon.
It's by the Daily Star.
They need to stop.
Sizzling special effects and blazing action from start to finish.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really bad. This is where they started that they could never get Doom
Yeah.
right. So in the comic books, he's a genius. He's from another country. And in this, they have him as the head of a CEO, head of a company, head of a CEO company, or something like that. They actually have him turning into metal.
Lovely.
Yes,
It was tragic.
it was tragic.
It was, I mean, it was okay for what it was, but no, God.
Yeah, you had Michael Chiklis.
From... What is he from? Oh,
He was from The Shield.
The Shield. That was
He
awesome.
played the Thing.
Yeah.
Julian
yeah,
McMahon played Doom.
Mm-hmm.
And Owen, I don't know how to pronounce it. He's from Wales.
No idea.
He has starred in TV shows. He was in The Hornblower 10 years ago.
I'm not going to try and make a joke about that.
No, Horatio Hornblower. It's set during the Napoleonic War.
Mm.
But yeah, he's in it. And look,
Kevin Feige was on board with this.
yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But look, it's again for some reason, they can never get this Fantastic Four right on the screen, on the big screen.
No.
So,
And it seems simple because the premise of them is good.
yeah.
They're all good characters, like they're
No.
well established.
Yeah.
But they just can't do it.
Exactly. But it's really bad.
Yeah. We'll give that a no.
We'll give that a minus as well.
Minus.
And that brings us back to 2007.
Yes, and we have another Spider-Man.
And we have another Spider-Man. Spider-Man 3. I'm going to give it a minus.
Yeah, already.
Already. Everybody was so hyped for this one.
Yeah.
But studio interference, Venom was squeezed into it.
Stupidly.
Topher Grace was cast as Eddie Brock and Venom. He even doesn't even know how he got to do it. He said himself in an interview. It's the one with emo Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Because of the symbiote, and they have him dancing in the street. Even if you cut out that scene,
Yeah.
it would have been fine.
Have you seen the clip on YouTube where it says that scene done right, and it's just him dancing with no music,
Yeah.
and it's just weird.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's a 3-minute weird thing.
Instead of him dancing, they could have had, like, if you want to get him, like, being a bit of a dick,
Yeah.
you could have him, I'm going out on a date tonight,
Hmm.
and then he can go to the off license,
Yeah.
and he can go to the person at the counter, and he goes, I would like to purchase your second cheapest bottle of vodka, please.
Would have been more beneficial to the story.
It would have been, yes. But yeah, this was really, really, really bad. And then at the end of it was weird because it was like they had a whole thing. Harry Osborn hit his head and lost. He was trying to kill Peter Parker at the start. Hit his head, got amnesia, then remembered it, and then the butler towards the end, after all this, told him that, your father died of his own wounds. Well, if I was Harry Osborn, I'd said, you waited until now to tell me? My face is scarred. You waited till now?
Yeah.
And then he goes off to help Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Against the thing. And it's like, oh boy, I'm going to help my buddy Peter Parker. I'm going to help him. And then he dies.
And then he dies.
And
Deservedly.
I was like, thank God, because you're killing me.
You've already killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was...
I
I wasn't sure about it.
Yeah.
The whole thing was kind of...
There was too much. There is one or two good scenes that are in it, but not
the
enough.
church scene was
Yeah, not enough to save the movie.
No.
And so
I suppose it did well. Did it do well at the box office?
I
It
think
was okay.
it did okay, but critically,
No.
no. Then we also had another Fantastic Four movie, Fantastic Four and the Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
So what they did with this one was they wanted to do a Silver Surfer movie, but they didn't think it would be good enough to do it on its own, so they said they'd bring it in.
Yeah.
And they brought Galactus in, and instead of Galactus being a giant person that eats planets,
Which he is.
he was a cloud.
Oh, yeah.
A cloud.
Oh, that was poor.
Cosmic cloud.
Yeah.
I
It is
also
such
have
a
heard a story about this that Jessica Alba was filming,
Okay.
and the director tore shreds out of her because the scene needed her to cry, and she cried real tears, and the director didn't want real tears. He was going to add in digital tears.
Oh.
So yeah, I think that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, it's a train wreck of a...
Train wreck. Lawrence Fishburne did the voice of the Silver Surfer,
Yeah.
and Doom is back, and it's just a bit of a mess. Their powers cross over as well, and it's not my cup of tea, and it's a minus.
It's a minus as well.
It's a minus.
That's all
as
the
well.
Fantastic Four movies with a minus?
That's all the Fantastic Four movies with a minus. And then we have one more before Iron Man came out, and it was Ghost Rider with Nick Cage.
Oh,
Nicolas
God.
Cage. The
Nicolas
man
Cage.
who was once hired and ready to play Superman in Tim Burton's Superman Lives. Don't know how that would work,
Yeah.
but I think he is a big Superman fan anyway, so I think that's how he got the gig. But yeah, this is just typical before MCU. Nick Cage being Nick Cage, and there's not much really to say about it. Like
He's a poor actor. No, it's not for me to say he's a poor actor, but
no,
I just can't stand him.
no. There's a movie out at the moment, Mandy,
Never heard of him.
and he's very good in that. He's getting good reviews about that. He deserved his Oscar for Leaving Las Vegas. He is actually
Was he
related.
on Con Air? Was he not?
He was in Con Air.
That was the only time I actually thought.
Put the bunny back in the box.
Yeah, that's the one.
He's related to Francis Ford Coppola. The director. He did. He did Apocalypse Now
Okay, yeah.
and Godfather.
Mm-hmm.
So he's related to him. There's not much to say. There's a scene where he drives up the side of a building,
Yeah.
and Sam Elliott is in it as well. Look, again, I'm going to put it like the Tom Jane Punisher. If you're bored in an afternoon, it'll pass the time for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It could be worse.
could be a lot worse. I think the sequel that they did, they did that after Ironman. That was worse. So I'd give it an indifferent.
Yeah, no, 50-50.
50-50.
He appeared Ghost Rider, not Nick Cage Ghost Rider, but Ghost Rider appeared in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, it's a different guy, a different character.
Yeah.
And he has a car instead of a motorbike.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But
So that brings us up to
that brings us up then to 2008
Iron Man.
Ironman.
They also released the Hulk that year, but wasn't it 2008? Hulk. But it was after Iron Man.
The Edward Norton one was after.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Same year though, 2008. They were both released same year.
I don't think they were both the same year.
As far as I know, I thought I seen them. Maybe I thought I seen them at the same time. Obviously not same time, but like same year.
The Incredible Hulk 2008.
Yeah, but it was okay. It doesn't count for this list because
No, it's part
it
of
was
the
after.
MCU.
Yeah.
So unfortunately it doesn't. Yeah, an Iron Man 2008.
And everything in the MCU after Iron Man, or including Iron Man and beyond, been fantastic so far.
Yeah. So, but that brings us up, and that's pretty much it for the episode.
Yeah, we've got through from 1989 to 2008. That's a lot of years and a lot of bad movies.
A lot of bad movies. A lot of minuses there.
A lot of minuses. We got a couple good ones. If you are just starting out watching comic book movies, start in 2008.
Yeah.
If you go before that, you probably won't last. So,
No.
2008 is the way to go there. Iron Man and beyond that is amazing.
Yeah, everything then it's all planned out, and
Kevin Feige.
you know where they're
brilliant.
going with it, so it's all good.
Everything's perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. And we'll wrap it up there. And you don't need anything else? We didn't miss anything?
I think that's everything.
Pretty sure. We got a bit of Howard the Duck in there, that's so.
Yes, we did.
Perfect.
Unfortunately.
So that's going to do it for us on episode 3 of the 3600. If you wouldn't mind following us on Twitter at 3600 podcast, drop a like on the video. It really helps us out, and hit subscribe. And we are out until next time. Goodbye.